This is just like a fact about me. So I used to get migraine headaches all the time, and Tylenol has never worked for me in my life. Like Tylenol, Advil, none of that stuff like has actually worked for me like physically. So I just thought it was funny to be like, Tylenol can't fix me because it's like it can't fix my emotions, and it actually can't actually fix me. I had a couple months where I was just like distraught because I could not write. And for me, writing is like my therapy. So normally when I'm depressed or sad or just like having even just a bad day of any kind, I'll go home and I'll write about it and it'll make me feel better. But I wasn't able to write for some reason, even though I was feeling sad and it was just making everything so much worse. I went into the session with my best friend, Drew, who I write with, I write a lot of my songs with. I've said like I don't exist. And then I looked at Drew and I was like, what if this is the hook? And it's just like, what if that's it and it's that simple? And he was like, yeah. I've been doomed from the start. Everything around me falls apart so quickly. I've suffered from depression since I was 11, and I felt like kind of almost a victim of it. I felt doomed from the start. Like I felt like I just didn't even have a chance to be happy in life. So, I mean, that sounds really dark, but I'm happier now, I swear. Always end up with a broken heart. Even Tylenol can't fix me unless it's mixed with whiskey. I actually drink tequila. No, I don't. I'm 19. I can't drink. But yeah, I drink tequila. I have a song called Tequila Wine. It's like I think everybody knows at this point. I ain't even sad. I'm just bored. Nothing can excite me anymore like you used to. I mean, that's a part of depression. Like you can't really always pinpoint the reason why you're sad. It's like everything sucks. Like you just can't even see the light. But then there's some times where things can seem good, like objectively, if someone else looks at your life and like, oh, you have all this stuff, it seems great, and you're like, okay, so I'm not necessarily sad, like nothing bad is happening, there's nothing I can really dwell on, but I'm just bored with my life. Hollywood has lost all its allure. Used to be so pretty, now it's just a city. People can fool you, people can suck and make you think that they don't suck if you don't know them. And I think just being around it, you realize everybody's a human and nobody's more special than anyone else. And all the people that we think are special are usually like the least special. I got out here and I started, going to the places that I always thought were cool and doing the things I always thought were cool and whatever. And I was like, this isn't that cool. I want more and I want to do something else. Like maybe I should just move away. But I can't because I work here. When I feel good, it never lasts. That's why you can find me living in the past if you need me. I definitely look back to the past, but there's also like so many bad things in the past. I think I pick all of the little good things and I'm like, oh, that was so good. I wish I could go back there. But then I forget that there was also like really bad things back then and I also was still depressed back then. It's like romanticizing. I love to romanticize my past and like make like guys I used to talk to like seem so much better than they actually were and be like, oh, I miss him. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. They were terrible. They just like called you cute one time and you're just holding on to that one moment, and every other moment that they didn't text you back and treated you like shit, you're forgetting about. Everybody says this shit will pass. I say it won't, they don't believe me. Just tell me to deep breathe. When you're depressed, hearing someone say, it's okay, it'll be okay, like it gets better, the most fucking annoying thing in the entire goddamn world. If I could go back, I'd probably tell myself like, it gets better, sweetie, and then I'd probably punch myself in the face because I would not want to hear that. And that's why like if I ever see someone who's feeling the way that I was at that point, I'm never like, it gets better. I'm like, listen, I was there, I know it sucks. It might not suck forever, maybe, but just know I was there and now I'm not. So if that inspires you in any way, take with it what you will. Falling apart, don't know what to do. Looking for someone to save me, I don't know who. I think when you want something and when you want someone there, it's not going to come to you. Like, it's when you realize that all you really need is yourself and you're the only person that can fix yourself, that's when something will come along because you're ready for it. But I was just not at all. And so I think what I needed to realize is that if I'm falling apart, the only person that can put me back together is myself. All of these people and all of their friends look so good together and I don't fit in, 'cause they're picture perfect and I'm on the end. There's like all these little tiny groups and everyone seems really cool, and like they all have their shit together, and they all have all their inside jokes, and it's like high school but like on a larger scale, I guess. It was almost like a popular kid dynamic. You can try as hard as you want to like be a part of it, but it's not going to feel real and fulfilling if you can't really make a real connection. Grab me out the photo so they can pretend like I don't exist. It was more of a metaphorical crop. It was like, I'll be sitting next to you at the booth at whatever club, and like they're all turning this way and I'm sitting this way, and like I just feel awkward and weird, and I don't really know how to have a conversation with you. And at the time, I definitely, when I wrote the song, I was like upset. I was like, crop me at the photo, like I don't exist, like I'm so sad about it. But now I look back and I'm like, okay, well maybe it was good. Like maybe it was a good thing. Like I don't exist, I don't exist. Like I don't exist, nah. Like I don't exist, nah. I mean, the world is, and the universe is so large. If you think of things on like a greater scale, it's like I'm just like this tiny little being. I don't know, social media can feel like that sometimes too. Everything just, it's all about your perspective. Changing your perspective is the number one most important thing, because it's so easy to just like feel so small and like so unimportant. Am I even real? 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 It's hard to tell when I can't feel a fucking thing. With the concept of the song, it came together so seamlessly. It was just like, okay, this is gonna be called I Don't Exist, and I'm gonna say like I don't exist and whatever. And I was like, how can I go off of this concept of like, that I feeling like I don't exist? Like, am I even a real person? Like, I don't know. Is any of this even real? Because life is probably a simulation. That's how I feel about it. But what happens when we die, and like where do we go? It's like, why are you thinking about that right now, like in the middle of your math test? Like, I don't know.